Describing people's appearance. Appearance is defined as the way someone looks. A. Hair, face, skin, and complexion. Hair, wavy, curly, straight, long, short, smooth. Face, round, oval, square, and long. Complexion, dark skin, pale skin, yellow skin. Example, she's got curly hair and she's got a round face. B. Height. Height and build. Height, short, medium height, tall. Build, plump, fat, and slim. Example, a rather plump or stout man. C. General appearance. Good looking, attractive, beautiful, handsome. Example, she's a very smart and elegant woman. And to ask about appearance, what do you look like or what does she or he look like? To answer, she or he looks like, she or he is, she or he has. Describing people character. Character traits are quality or characteristic that describe what a person is like. It's important to be able to describe your own personality or something else. Friendly, rude, lazy, angry, generous, funny, helpful, and supportive. Example, friendly. Everyone was very friendly towards me. Rude. She was very rude about my driving. A. Intellectual ability. Ability. Intelligent, bright, clever, sharp, and talented. Lacking ability. Stupid, foolish, half-witted, simple, silly, brainless. B. Attitude towards life. It is strange that one of the twins is so extrovert while the other is so introvert. Example, Ben loved being the focus of attention while Bill would far rather be alone with his dog. C. One person's meat is another person's poison. Some characteristics can be either positive or negative depending on your point of view. Generous, extravagant, innocent, naive, ambitious, pushy, assertive, aggressive. They have negative rather than positive connotation. Everyday problems. A. Things that go wrong in houses and flats. Example, this pipe is leaking. I'm sorry, your cup chipped. Oh dear, this chair is broken. I wonder how that happened. B. Everyday manner injuries. Example, Shannon fell down and crashed her knee this morning. Crash can be used as verb or as countable noun. Another example, miss a train. Arrive too late to do something. To oversleep. Sleep longer than you plan to in the morning.
At home, place in the home. You probably already know the names of mushroom and location in a typical home. There are some less common ones and what they are called. There are master or main bedroom. Is the largest or most important bedroom. Spare bedroom or guest bedroom. It's not used every day and visitors can stay here. Utility room, usually just for washing machine, freezer, and etc. Set is small building separated from the house, usually for storing garden tools. Attic or loft is placed in the roof of a house used for storing things. It can also be converted into an extra living space with stairs leading up to it. Or loft or attic conversion cellar is room below ground. One detached house is not joined to any other house. 2. Semi-detached house or informal or semi-informal is joined to one other house. Self-contained flat is doesn't share facilities with any other. Next, the rest house is joined to several houses to form a row. Cottage is a small house in the country or in a village. Bungalow is house with only one story, no upstairs. Beside bed seat is bedroom and living room all in one. Villa is large house with big gardens or a rent house in a holiday resort or tourist area. Timeshare is holiday flat or house where you have the right to live 1 or 2 weeks shopping bird in a year. Small object in the home. Some everyday objects are often difficult to name and are often not listed in dictionaries. There are remote control, power point and plug, table mat, coaster, corkscrew, tea towel, washing up liquid, ironing board, dustpan and brush, bin liners, chopping board, and grader. The arts. Have you read the arts page in the newspaper today? The example is she is a great art lover, loves painting and sculpture. Shakespeare was skilled in the art of poetry, their creative ability. Dance usually refers to modern artistic dance form. Ballet usually has a more traditional feel, whereas beside modern ballet. Remember, a novel is a long story, example given 200 of 300 pages, a piece of short prose fiction. Example given 10 pages is a short story. Use of the definite article. When we refer to a performing art in general, we can leave out the definite article. Are you interested in the cinema or ballet or opera or theater? But would you like to come to cinema or ballet or opera or theater with us next week? They are called particular performance. Describing a performance. Example: we went to see a new production of Hamlet last night. The seats were incredible, realistic, and the costumes were wonderful. It was a good cast, and I thought the direction was excellent. Anthony O'Donnell had a marvelous performance. It got review in the papers today. Words connected with event in the arts. Example: there's an exhibition of painting by Manet in London. They are going to publish a new edition of the work of Seven next year. The Opera Society are doing a performance of Don Giovanni. Our local cinema showing Titanic next week. Note: what's on at the cinema or theater or etc. next week? Not the two prepositions. Things which generally come under the heading of the arts. Literature. There are biography, novels, short story, drama, and poetry. Fine arts. There are sculpture, painting, architecture, ceramics. Ceramics include to making pots, bowls, and etc. Performing arts. There are theater, dance, cinema, ballet, opera or concert is classical, rock, country, and western. Music. Album is a recording of a selection of songs or tracks or pitch of music on a CD or a cassette. The singles are the best-selling song. Issued individually, lead singer is main singer in a band, making on the group while providing the background music or vocals for the song. Examples: the dinner was lovely, but the background music was just too loud. We couldn't talk. It's difficult to concentrate on work when there's dance music playing. The soundtrack of that film is fantastic. I think it won an Oscar music for a film. I don't really like the restaurant where they play music. Because like music played continuously in public place. You can also say calm music or puppet music. Music can be described in terms of its period or place of origin. Example, contemporary or modern or 2000th century or 60s or Irish or Indian music. Types of music. Music can be described in terms of the instruments playing it. There are piano music, guitar music, big band music. Instrument music is instrument only with not vocals, voice, and singing. Electronic music is played by a synthesizer music and orchestra music. Style of music is chamber music, blues, heavy metal, folk or traditional, jazz, soul, pop, classical, and country and western. Other adjectives used to describe music, there are live, toneless, recorded, discordant, differing, toneful, loud, soothing, rousing, relaxation, soft, sweet, innovative, visual, and modern. Things you can do with music. Sample: she plays the piano very well, but she doesn't read music. She's got a good car for informal. She can pick out any tune of the piano for informal. She doesn't have to practice much at all. She's a natural for informal. She can play by ear. He's very musical. He was an arrangement of our arranger a bass symphony for the band. You can play a tune on an instrument, or you can whistle or make a sound when pushing air through your lips, or hum or sing with lips closed. You can make music in lots of ways. I've sung the chords on the guitar or several harmonizing note plays at the same time. I have to practice my scale, but it's boring. Set of notes up and down in the step.
And material first, food. Describing food is not easy. How many ways can you say something was real tasty? Not enough to keep your interest in what you are writing. That is why we have to borrow words from other areas to describe the food and the effect it has on us. Okay? Food. Substance consisting essentially of protein, carbohydrate, fat, and other nutrients used in the body of an organism to sustain growth and vital process and to furnish energy. The absorption and utilization of food by the body is fundamental to nutrition and is especially by digestion food chain. There are two types of food, namely fast food and junk food. Fast food or fast food is the type of food you get from restaurant that is designed to send order in the creative possible. Fast food itu biasanya makanan yang cepat saji ya, waktunya itu sangat cepat. And next, junk food. Junk food is food with a very low nutritional value, sometimes called empathy calorie rich. Example of fast food include pizza, hamburger, french fries, fried chicken, donut, and the like. Kalian bisa menemukan makanan fast food itu seperti hamburger, KFC, McDonald, and food that you can buy in paper bag or cup or any other practical contemporary container is definitely junk food. Example of junk food are you popcorn, potato chip, Doritos, pretzel, pancake cookies, candy, and even you visiting. Kan bisa menemukan makanan junk food itu seperti di Indomaret, itu potato chips, Doritos, permen, and fizzy drink. And next, as for other type of food. Example, catering food, makanan kayak mie-mian, dessert, makan mulut, and then drink and beverage, minuman pencuci mulut. Example about catering food: beef, daging sapi, fish, chicken, daging ayam, salad, fried chicken, vegetable, cheese, coklat, tofu, tahu, and the like. Pasta, turin macaroni, pizza, spaghetti, donut, lasagna. Kalian bisa menemukan seperti pasta, spaghetti, mie seperti itu ya. Dessert, makanan pencuci mulut, fruit tentunya, buah-buahan, cake, roti, ice cream, sweet cake, roti manis, kue pie, candy, permen, and the like. And next, drink and beverage, minum cuci mulut, kopi, teh, jus, ice cream, soda, milk, water. Okay, now discussing expression about food. Example: yes, there, let me try on. Ya, biarkan aku mencicipinya. How is it? Bagaimana rasanya? It's alright, it's perfect. Apelnya sangat matang, rasanya sempurna. I heard you ate caramel corn. Aku dengar kamu makan jagung karamel. Yes, I did. Ya, aku makan. It was amazing. It was the perfect combination of sweet and salty. You should try it yourself. Rasanya luar biasa. Gabungan sempurna manis dan asin. Kamu harus mencobanya. Did it tasty good? Apakah rasanya enak? Not really. It was I got a little more sugar. Tidak juga, sup ayamnya terlalu asin. Seharusnya bisa ditambahkan sedikit lebih banyak gula. Di sini ada ekspresi tentang food. Biasanya kita menanyakan rasa, terus menanyakan bagaimana makanannya, hidangannya seperti apa, seperti itu.
And next, the material about shape. Shape itself means various shape. For basic vocabulary level in this English tutorial series, we will study 3 basic angular shapes that we usually encounter, namely triangle, which means the vocabulary for round shape in English in general is circle or round. In some cases, the round shape can also be referred to as ellipse. Ellipse itself is an elongate round shape, which we know as a lonjong shape. As for the other shape, circle, the form of the vocabulary, circle can also be changed to circular. Meanwhile, other vocabulary words have relative the same form, even though the sentence may be different, and triangle, and rectangle, or square, which mean rectangle. Okay, shape itu kalau di bahasa Indonesia kan itu artinya bentuk. Untuk tingkat kosakata dasar dalam rangkaian bahasa Inggris, kita akan mempelajari 3 bentuk sudut dasar yang biasanya kita jumpai, yaitu ada segitiga, lingkaran, itu bisa disebut juga dengan bulat, circle, atau juga bisa disebut dengan ellipse, tapi itu artinya sama-sama saja.
Sedangkan yang biasanya hampir sama itu bisa kita temukan itu segitiga dan persegi panjang. Itu juga artinya juga hampir sama, seperti itu. And next, type of shape. First, lingkaran. Tadi circle, persegi, square, persegi panjang, rectangle, lonjong, oval, kerucut, cone, piramid, piramid, cylinder, cylinder, trapezium, trapezoid, segitiga, triangle, segi delapan, octagon, segitiga sama kaki, isosceles triangle, balok cuboid, prisma segitiga, triangular prism, and deadline. And next, expression about shape. Example, this next shape is triangle. Bentuk jajanan itu adalah segitiga. Our handkerchief shape is rectangle. Bentuk sapu tangan kami adalah segi empat. A cup of basic shape are square. Bentuk dasar sebuah kubus adalah terdiri dari beberapa persegi empat. That square has its word. Tapi persegi itu aneh. Tapi di sini ada catatan. Meskipun artinya sama, tanda kutip square berbeda dengan rectangular. Rectangular dan square. Kalau square adalah segi empat berbentuk persegi panjang, semua sisinya sama, sementara rectangular adalah segi empat berbentuk panjang yang memiliki lebar yang berbeda dengan panjangnya. Jadi hati-hati untuk membedakannya. That circle shape is next to the rectangular shape. Bentuk lingkaran itu berada di sebelah bentuk persegi panjang. Our family loves circular shape table. Keluarga kami menyukai meja-meja yang berbentuk lingkaran. Jadi seperti itu contoh dari expression atau penanyaan dari about shapes. Okay, the next material. And the last material about sport. Sport is an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competent against another or other for entertainment. The benefit of exercise for our body needs so many energy to support our daily activity. Those energy are produced from the combustion process or metabolism in our body. Therefore, we need regular exercise to speed up the process of formation energy. In addition to producing energy, exercising also has so many good benefits for our body. Sport atau olahraga adalah kegiatan yang melibatkan pengerahan tenaga dan keterampilan di mana individu atau tim bersaing dengan orang lain untuk mendapatkan hiburan atau kesehatan. Manfaat olahraga sendiri bagi tubuh kita yaitu untuk menunjang kegiatan sehari-hari, pastinya membuat badan sehat. Energi yang dihasilkan itu dari pembakaran metabolisme dalam tubuh kita. Oleh karena itu, olahraga sangat diperlukan yaitu dengan teratur, banyak minum air putih, dan lain-lain. Misal memakan makanan yang sehat, seperti buah dan sayuran. And next, as for detail of the sport, example losing weight, keeping body stay fit, decreasing cholesterol level, making proportional body, and straightening head. Biasanya manfaat yang bisa langsung kita rasakan itu kesehatan jantung. Ada yang ingin menurunkan berat badan, menyeimbangkan badan, mengurangi kolesterol, and the like. And next, type of sport, example badminton, ada bulu tangkis, boxing, tinju, maraton, lari maraton, basketball, bola basket, tenis, swimming, renang, volleyball, volley, and the like. And expression about sport. Keep spirit, tetap semangat. Come on, let's do it. Yuk, bisa yuk. You will definitely win. Kamu pasti menang. Take care of your diet. Jaga pola makan. Exercise diligently. Rajinlah berolahraga. Drink more water and jog in the morning. Minumlah lebih banyak air dan jogging tiap hari. Biasanya ekspresi ini kita temukan untuk menyemangati seseorang atau yang melakukan kegiatan berolahraga supaya lebih rajin, seperti itu.
The next topic is the weather. First, cold but not very. This means chilly. Number 2, thin white coat of ice on everything. This means force. Number 3, rain and snow mixed. This means sleet. Number 4, dirty brownish half snow, half water. This means slush. Number 5, staying as a white covering. This means settling. Number 6, snow blown by high winds. This means blizzard. Number 7, deep banks of snow against walls. This means snow drift. 8, when temperatures are below 0 centigrade. This means freezing. Number 9, change from hard, frozen state to softer state. This means thaw. Number 10, change from solid to liquid under here. This means melt. Warm or hot weather. Close, warm and uncomfortable. Stifling hot, you can hardly breathe. Muggy, very warm and little damp. Humid, hot and damp makes use with a lot. Scorching, very hot, often used in positive context. Boiling, very hot, often used in negative context. Mild, warm at a time when it's normally cold. This wet weather scale gets stronger from left to right. Damp, drizzle, pour down, downpour, torrential rain, and flood. Example, autumn in London is usually chilly and damp with rain and drizzle. It was absolutely pouring down, or this was real downpour. Hailstones were battering the roof of our car, small balls of ice falling from the sky. Mist and fog, noun and adjectives. Haze or hazy, like mist, usually caused by heat. Mist or misty, like fog, often on the sea, or caused by drizzle. Fog or foggy, quite thick, associated with cold weather. Smoke, mixture of fog and pollution, or smoke and fog. Next is rain. The example, there was a gentle breeze on the beach, just enough to cool us. There's a good wind today, fancy going sailing. It's very blustery day, umbrella will just blow away. There's been a gale warning, it would be crazy to go sailing. People burst up their windows when they heard there was a hurricane on the way. The next topic is relationship. There are types of relationship. Here is a scale showing closeness and distance in relationship in different contexts. From closer to more distant. First, friendship, from best friend to good friend and friend or casual. Number 2, work, from close college to college or workmate. Number 3, love of romance, from lover to steady boy or girlfriend, and the more distant is ex. Marriage, from wife or husband or partner to more distant is ex. Ex can be used with or without informally another word. Example, she is my ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. Mate is colloquial word for a good friend. Workmate is usual in non-professional context or in informal context. Fiancé can still be used for someone you are engaged to, but a lot of people feel is dead nowadays. English has no universal accepted word for person. The example, I live with but I'm not married to. But partner is probably the commonest. Liking and not liking someone, there are 3 verbs, core verb,
positive verb and negative verb. Like, love, adore, dislike, hate. Worship, idolize, can stand, laud. Respect, look up to, admire, look down on. Respect, be attracted to, despise. Attract, fancy, repel. Phrases and idiom for relationship. Joe and I get on well with each other. Adrian and Liz don't see eye to eye, often argue or disagree. I've fallen out with my parents again, had arguments. Tony and Jen have broke up or split up. They ended their relationship. George is having an affair with his boss, have a sexual relationship, or it is usually secret. Let's try and make it up. Be friends again after a row. The next topic is countries, nationalities, and languages. Using the. Most names of countries are used without the, but some countries and other names have the before them. The United Kingdom or UK, the Netherlands, the Philippines. Adjective referring to countries and languages. British, Danish, Flemish, Irish, Polish, Spanish, Turkish. With IN, American, Australian, Brazilian, Korean, Canadian. With AC, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, Maltese, Vietnamese. With I, Iraqi, Israeli, Bangladeshi, Kuwaiti, Pakistani, Yemeni. With C, Arabic, Icelandic, Slavonic. Nationalities. Some nationalities and cultural identities have nouns for referring to people. A Finn, a Swede, a Turk, a Dane, a Briton, an Arab. In most cases, we can use the adjective as a noun. A German, an Italian, a Belgian, a Catalan, an African, a European. Some need man or woman or person added to them. You can say a Dutch, so if you end up, use them. A Dutch man, a French woman, an Irish person, or an Icelandic woman. People and races. People belong to ethnic groups and regional groups such as Afro-Caribbeans, Asians, and Latin Americans. What are you? North African, Southern African, European, Melanesian. They speak dialects as well as language. Everyone. So, people and races. People belong to ethnic groups and regional groups such as Afro-Caribbeans, Asians, and Latin Americans. What are you? North African, Southern African, European, Melanesian. They speak dialects as well as languages. Everyone has a native language or first language. Many have second or third languages. Some people are expert in more than one language, are bilingual or multilingual countries.
Okay, our first material is education. What is education? Education is the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at school or university. So it's pendidikan in Indonesia. Talking about education in college and universities, there are usually lectures, large classes, listening to the teacher and taking notes, and seminars. 10 to 20 students actively taking part in discussion, and tutorials is one student of small group working closely with a teacher. A professor is a senior in university academic who is well-known specialist in his or her subject. University and college teachers are usually called lecturers or tutors. Exams and qualification. So this vocabulary or about education. First is take or do or sit an exam, recite an exam. It's take it again because you did badly first time. Next is pass, get the minimum grade or more. Do well in, it's get a high grade. An exam fail, you do not get the minimum grade. Do badly in, you fail or don't do as well as expect or as well as you want in an exam. Before an exam, it's a good idea to revise for it. If you skip classes or lectures, you'll probably do badly in the exam. So our next material is crime. Crime is an action or omission that constitutes an offense that may be prosecuted by the state and is punished by the law. This is an example for a crime. Murder is killing someone. Shoplifting is stealing something from a shop. Terrorism is violent action for political purpose. Fraud is deceiving people in order to take money about them. And abduction is taking someone, especially a child, usually in order to harm them. So this is the jadi ini yang di kiri adalah contoh kalimat dari contoh-contoh kata kejahatan atau mungkin yang berhubungan dengan kejahatan, dan yang di kanan adalah arti dari kata tersebut. The case came to court. Court, jadi yang pertama itu ada the place where a judge make legal decisions. Terus and Ross and Ben were tried. Tried is were put through a legal process to decide whether they commit the crime or not. Yang ketiga ada the trial. Trial is the legal process in court whereby an accused person is investigated and tried. Jadi yang keempat ada pleaded not guilty is said they did not commit the crime. Yang kelima ada deliberations, itu ada discussions. Yang keenam ada convicted of, berarti found to be guilty of a crime. Yang ketujuh ada innocent. Innocent is not guilty of a crime. So the next material is work. Work is bekerja untuk mendapatkan uang dan mendapatkan gaji. And this is jobs in a workplace. The first is director, is member of the board of a company. Executive is important person who makes big decisions. Third is administrator, is the person who runs the office day to day. Skilled worker is trained to do specific tasks. Unskilled worker is doing a job that needs no training. Receptionist is visitors must check in with them. Public relation officer is gives information about the company to the media. Union representative is looks after the staff's interest. Researcher is investigates and develops new products. Supervisor is make sure workers are doing their job properly. Collocation of word connected with work. It's not easy to get or find work around these parts. I've been offered work or a job in Paris. What do you do for a living? I'm in publishing or banking, etc. It's hard to make a living as a freelance writer, earn enough money to live comfortably. She is not prepared to take on that job, such as having personal responsibility.